So today's webinar would be the topic of Sparsha, a practical way of understanding skin diseases. This is a 13th webinar in the row hosted from Munial Institute of Ayurveda Medical Sciences. And the speaker of today's webinar, Dr. Suraj AR. So I'd like to welcome Dr. Suraj to this particular webinar. Of course, he is our own colleague, a member of the Munial team. So I also welcome Dr. Suraj, all the staff of Munial, the doctors, the students who are eagerly waiting for Dr. Suraj to start his deliberation. So before we begin, let me give a brief introduction. Let me introduce to you Dr. Suraj AR. Most of you know him very well. So he had his BMS from the Government Ayurveda Medical College, Bangalore. And he had his MD in Kaya Chikitsa from the Alvas Ayurveda Medical College, Mudabidri. He joined Munial Ayurveda College as assistant professor. And he is again well known for his approach to the subject of Kaya Chikitsa and also reaching out to the students, especially to convey the very basic idea behind various disease concepts and the practical approaches. So he's a good clinician, successfully having his own private practice also, and also very well acquainted with the general practice and also specialty panchakarma practices related with various diseases also. So I welcome Dr. Suraj to present his ideas on Sparsha. Welcome you, sir. You may proceed, sir.
Thank you, Ravi Shankar Shenoy, sir, for a brief introduction. Let me directly go to the topic of today. Sparsha, a unique way to understand a skin disease. First of all, I want to thank Munial Institute of Ayurveda to give me the opportunity to speak on this topic. Our principal, sir, management, and all my colleagues who have supported in this process. Let me not wasting further time. I will directly go with the diseases, the topic, because it's a bit large, huge presentations with the clinical diseases have been shared in the today's session with the practical aspect also. The theoretical part, which I am going to deal today, I will just skip it very fast so that I will be focusing on the practical aspect. So, first of all, praying the Almighty Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Shakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Today, I am going to present on a Sparsha, a practical way of understanding a skin disease. So, what is this Sparsha? So, Sparsha Indriya is one of the Indriya which is on the skin. So, we will be understanding the skin diseases. So, before starting, Mark Twain has wonderfully said the wording, finest clothing is made in a person's own skin. So, that is why the biggest blanket, widest barrier, and strongest warrior skin represent the inner health and outer beauty of an individual. So that is why and the number of function of skin gets proximity to the numerous damaging stimuli in the environment result to large number of skin diseases. So it is prone to so many skin diseases. Skin is prone to so many skin diseases because of its proximity to numerous damaging stimuli. And skin is basically a mirror to an internal disease. So this is a simple understanding. So if you have a simple jara, okay, you can take it internally, you have and externally your skin becomes dark. Okay. So this is how we can mirror to a internal disease. So understanding the skin diseases in a wonderful way is a wonderful practitioner can achieve in Ayurveda, and you can be successful practitioner in Ayurveda if you have correctly diagnosed the doshas. So first of all, going in a brief with the skin diseases, let us know the skin lesions and it is Ayurvedic correlation, the primary skin lesions and secondary skin lesions. So macule, this is a flat, distinct, discolored area of a skin less than 1 centimeter wide. So it is usually Vataja, you can see here symptom, you can take it as an Vataja skin conditions, you can take macule. Papule, it is again raised area skin tissue that less than 1 centimeter. So here it is raised because little bit of vata plus kapha involvement you can see. Next, nodule. Here purely kapha you can see because it is solid elevated area of a tissue, fluid inside or under the skin you can see, and the lesions will be 0.5 centimeter. So these are the skin lesions where macule, papule, nodule. So understanding first the what dosha predominance in this, so that it is easy for you to when you come to the kushta when you treat skin diseases. Next, when you see pustule, it's a small bump skin that contains fluid and pus. So when there is fluid and pus, you should think of pitta and kapha. So pitta and kapha involvement will be there. And when next one is plate, it's a very common psoriasis condition. You can see it's a circumcised palpable lesion less than 1 centimeter. It's elevated again, and it is purely kaphaja. You can see, and when you see on psoriasis, it is either kapha vata or kapha predominant. You can see. Next is the vesicles. It is also known as a blister or a lesion formed when fluid becomes trapped under a epidermis. So it is again you can correlate it to kaphaja. Next skin lesion, that is bulla. It's a large blister. So in the skin, then you can take it directly. The kaphaja involvement will be there, and mild if there is a reddish discoloration around. When kapha pitta samsarjana also you should never forget. Next, abscess, very commonly seen. It is a localized collection of pus in the skin, maybe occur on the skin surfaces. There will be pain and tenderness. So kapha pitta involvement in abscess you can see because of pus, and tender will be there. Wheal is very common symptom nowadays, usually got in the disease urticaria. It is a reflect localized mast cell degranulation within the skin. Usually pitta and vata symptoms will be more, and if there is a itching is there, kapha also involvement is there. Next one is a PTK hemorrhages you have seen. So this is one type, another type of skin lesion, secondary lesions. So these are why a secondary lesion, because internally there will be a bleeding, which is externally you can see this. So this is pinpoint round spot that appear on the skin as a result of bleeding. So that is why secondary lesion, it's comes under secondary lesion, and you can purely rakta pitta involvement will be there. Same as in case of purpura, with the blood spots in the skin hemorrhages, where rakta and pitta involvement you can see. Ichthyosis, again there is it is a flat or blue or purple patch measuring 1 centimeter or more and in diameter. It is again pittaja involvement. And in the last we can see, which is commonly we can see, is telangiectasia, because most of them, as I'm a rural practitioner, most of the patient will be having this telangiectasia because of their heavy work, exposure to the sun and all. So it is a dilated blood vessels where pitta and vata involvement is there, and it is a small varying within the superficial. So this is why I took this is then erythema, because of a sunburn or any other rashes in the body, or with the chemical rashes, hot rashes, you can get this erythema. Usually dengue fever you get this erythema. It is pitta vataja again. And poikiloderma, that is purely Vataja, consists of area hypo or hyperpigmentation with atrophy, you can see, that is. And last one, Komedo, usually seen in Timple with the black head, open black head and closed white head, you can see here, with hair follicle, with the dead skin and with bacteria also sometimes you can see. Okay, so these are the some of the skin lesions, secondary skin lesions, which are very important to understand before going to the skin in proper, the diseases in proper. Next is the cause. So here I am telling first modern cause. They have told hereditary, infection, inflammation, climatic and physical factors, allergic response, autoimmune condition and metabolic stress. And beautifully in Ayurveda also they have told the same things. And Bija dosha, dosha kala dushti, rasarakta dushti, visha and manasika bhavas. So almost all the same bhavas are there. The etiopathies are explained in Ayurveda also. Next, how you can understand the skin diseases with dosha involvement. So everyone have doubt, cannot name the diseases, cannot understand when they come. So this is the best slide to understand what is Vata, Pitta, Kapha and diagnose and give the treatment. So if you know this and directly without any this one, you can diagnose and give the treatment. That is Vata dosha, that is blackish discoloration will be there, crack and fissures will be there, scalings will be there, roughness and hardness will be there, atrophy of the skin, painful state, dryness of the skin, you can see. In the Pittaja, there will be reddish discoloration, pustular lesions, burning sensation, local temperature tenderness, erythema you can see commonly, and pus and blood discharge you can see. Then you can, without any doubt, you have to think on Pitta line of treatment. Kaphaja, whitish discoloration, raised skin lesion, vesicle bulla lesion, nodules, hard lesions will be there. Severe itching and thick discharge you can see, and chronic course relapse and remission is very common in Kaphaja symptom. Next, coming to the distribution of skin diseases. So asymmetrical rashes that spread from one focus, that is very commonly in fungal, bacterial and viral infection. So to understand which is fungal, bacterial or viral, asymmetrical rashes you can see. Centrifugal eruptions, erythema multiforme. Centripetal eruptions, very commonly chickenpox you can see. Very common distribution of the skin. Next is common pattern, flexural eruption in the cubital and the popliteal fossa indicates atopic eczema. Extensor plague on elbow and knee, it is a psoriasis. Usually you get it in elbow, knee joint or a shin bone, you can get this extensor rashes. Facial, very commonly a location in the forehead, nasobial fold, it is a seborrheic dermatitis. Truncal, very common eruption in the trunk region in Gatte psoriasis, urticaria, very common. Next, peripheral distribution around the wrist, necrobiosis lepidoca, erythema nodosum, vasculitis, and in hands and feet, very common fungal in this season. Next also it will be there, hands and feet, fungal infection. Rainy seasons also this hands and feet, there will be pattern of whitish discoloration with itching that will be seen, that is a fungal infections. Exposure to the sun, which is you are confused. So taking history is very much necessary, where there will be, it will be usually beneath the eyes, lower lips, posterior neck, exposed area of arms and legs, and the morphology. If it is a monomorphic, only one appearance, that is Gatte psoriasis, and philomorphic, that appearance, difference appearance, that is chickenpox. Dermatomal, that is a herpes zoster. So in that condition, it is dermatomal, that is means on the skin surfaces you can see spreading of the lesions. Next, color and pigmentation. The normal color of the skin varies depending upon the lifestyle. So that is why from fair to dark constituent you can get it. Okay, so that other than this, there are some abnormal pigmentation and color will be there, that is seen in albinism, inherent generalized absence of the pigment in the skin, and the vitiligo disorder of cutaneous pigmentation, that is autoimmune in origin and associated with autoimmune disorder. White and dark patches are usually common. there is a complete absence of melanocyte in vitiligo. Erythema, very common, reddish in dengue fever. You can see this erythema. Overeating also, some sun exposure, sunstroke. You can see extreme expression, sunburn, and in febrile conditions. Very important is examination of the skin. You never understand first the examination of the skin. So carefully examine the area, hands and nails, fingers should be examined properly for pitting in the psoriasis, alopecia areata, fungal infection. You have to see between the toes and the hands, and finger burrow in the scabies. You can get small spots, whitish bulla. You can get it sometime with watery filled. That is a scabies rashes. Next is face and scalp. There will be hair loss, especially in the alopecia. You can see, or psoriasis. You can see scalp changes. On butterfly rashes in systemic lupus erythematosus. In the mouth, lichens planus, herpes simplex. You can see genitalia psoriasis. Any other infestation you can get internally, or reproductive system. Any infections is there, then you can get it. Lichen sclerosis also affects the genitalia. Feet and nails, pedal pulses, tinea pedis, toenail changes will be there in the psoriasis and fungal changes. Psoriatic changes, arthritis, there will be connective tissue. The joint also will be affected. So you have to see identification of the dosha very properly, identification of the guna, identification of samsargana dosha, combination to be identified properly, identification of involved doshas, examination of all the part which I've told, and krimi also is to be ruled out. Assessment of Tvaksara, because most of the students or practitioners never see Dashavidha Pariksha or Ashtasthana Pariksha. This is very important. So Dashavidha Pariksha, the Sara Pariksha, Tvak Pariksha, you should assess in the skin patient, and Ashtasthana especially Sparsha and Jibba Pariksha should be done properly. And any systemic disorder, identification of other diseases. So let us see the relevance of blood picture in Ayurvedic. So what are the tests should be done in modern picture, and how it is relevant to the Ayurvedic doshas. So usually it is done neutrophilia, eosinophilia, ESR, patch test, Zank test, diastrophy, liver function, hormonal assessment, skin biopsy. So let us see how it is expressed, how you can understand that in a doshic understanding of investigation. So modern laboratory investigation will give you better idea regarding degree of level of dosha vitiation. Investigation will indirectly will Rakta Doshti. So Rakta Doshti is condition like Dhatupaka are more precisely reflected, and where you can see raised ESR and CRP. So there means you should think about Dhatupaka. When there is Sangha or obstruction in the peripheral vascular system, it will affect the skin health. So Avarana in the Raktavas Rodas is a key phase in the good number of vascular manifestation you have to see. Circular disturbance leading to Vigunata Gati of Vata can be scientifically established by imaging studies like dioscopy and all. You can see that of latest advancement. Kleda in Rakta leads to multi-dimensional disease of the skin. So Kleda in Rakta is behaves same as the Ama in Kosta. So in other diseases we should say, first of all, first line of treatment is Amapachana. Here you have to do Amapachana or Kledara in the Rakta. So Kleda in Rakta behave most equal to Ama situated in the Kosta. Most of the time Kleda can be objectively quantified by examination of body fluid. Allergic test will reveal the specific asatmya bhavas leading to skin diseases. Dhatugata Ama can be assessed by various functional related with internal organs. LFT, RFT are also important when you see any other systemic illness is there, then Dhatugata Ama you can find out. So Dhatu Vriddhi is Vrikrita Kapha. Dhatu Paka is Vikrita Pitta, Dhatu Shaya is Vikrita Vata. This you should remember. Dhatu Vriddhi, Vikrita Kapha, Dhatu Paka is Vikrita Pitta, Dhatu Shaya is Vikrita Vata. So best understanding this is by hematological and biopsical studies. You can do that. Presence of krimi is very important to demonstrate the microbiological investigation. Each krimi needs specific environment for growth and maturation. This environment is provided by the specific dosha dushti. So Prakriti Vigata is the management of krimi, is nothing other than providing the opposite environment to the krimi to suppress the growth of internal Ayurvedic by giving internal Ayurvedic treatment. So modern investigation will give you a crucial help in this regard. Allergy test, very important. IgG, IgM and all, very important to see the Vadishamatva and Ojas of a person. Functional status of different Dhatu Agni related to skin can be assessed by serological and hormonal tests. So coming to the disease in proper. So I will be discussing on 3 to 4 diseases which is successfully treated in clinical practice with purely Ayurvedic management and with repeated Ayurvedic treatment and with other inputs of other acharyas and other medications also other than which is can be treated. Okay, so diagnosis and management of common skin disease. So psoriasis, infectious. It is an infectious inflammatory disease of the skin. It is an erythematous plague with large adherent silvery scale. Clinical examination, all of you know that, Candle grease sign, Osgood sign. You can do it in your common clinical practice also, without any much problem. Next types are there: stable plaque psoriasis, gutte psoriasis, and pustular psoriasis. So Ayurvedic approach, usually psoriasis comes under Vata Kapha Samsarjana Krushta. Pustular psoriasis which has Pitta association. So pustules, I told there will be Pitta association also. So don't think only Vata and Kapha. Sigma, Eka Kushta and Kitipa. Most of the doctors will be having confusion which Shudra Kushta should be taken for psoriasis. Okay, so even Sidma by Shushrutaracharya is also a Mahakushta. So Sidma, Eka Kushta, Kitiba mimics the clinical phase of psoriasis. All these three are Vata Kapha dominance. Sidma, usually it is Ruksha externally, Snigdha internally. So when you do candle grease sign, you can understand that. Scaling and candle grease sign will support this view. White silvery scale can be on erythematous background to justify the color mentioned in Ayurvedic. That is Shweta Tamra Varna. Kitiba Kushta is also Vata Kapha with more Rukshata in skin. So when there is more Rukshata, go for Kitiba Kushta. When there is more of Ruksha externally, internally Snigdha, Sidma Kushta. Okay, so like that you have to understand and try to treat the patient. Samprapti Katakas will I will be going. Dosha, Vata Kapha, Dusha, Rakta, Rasa Rakta. In all of the skin diseases, remember that Dusha is Rasa and Rakta. Asti also is involved in later stages. Asti also is involved in later stages of psoriatic arthritis. When it is not treated at proper time, it goes for arthritis where Asti and Sandhi also are involved. Agni Mandya Dhatu Agni level, as I told you, Mala Sanchaya in Tvak will be there. That is Kledatva in Tvak. Sroto Dushti, Rasavaha Srotas and Raktavaha, Roga Marga. In the Kushta, when you see it is Bahya Roga Marga. When it is involved joint, it is Madhyama Roga Marga. So next treatment principle, Vata Kapha Shamana, Rakta Prasadana, main principle, Malashodana, prevention of Sthana Samshaya of dosha in other site like Asti and Sandhi to prevent arthritic manifestation. So this is the case of Ramaya. He has rashes all over the body since 1 year. He has tried so many medication, even hormonal therapies in most of the hospitals in Udupi, Karkala and all, and you can see the rashes all over the body. Almost you can see all over the body. Even he came to our clinic, which was there. First of all, after seeing this, it was a Bahudosha condition. So remember, all Kushta doesn't need a Vamana Virechana or Shodhana. Bahudosha is there. So Bahudosha Lakshanas you should know, and then you should judge. You need Shodhana. So in this patient, it was Bahu dosha because Taulya, Alasya, everything you can see, you could have appreciated in that patient. So I started immediately with Guglu Tiktaka Grita. Why Guglu Tiktaka? Because he also had a knee joint pain. His age factor, there was an arthritis changes also. So that is why I started with Guglu Tiktaka Grita. Snehapana was done for 5 days. And this combination of drug, which I got from Dr. L. Mahadevan, Madana Pippali, 5 grams, Vacha, Estimadu, Saindava and honey were mixed and was given. Wonderful Vegas was got, 7 Vegas. Later Samsarjana Krama was done. And after 25 days, so classical Virechana was done with the milder yoga Manibhadra Kuda, and internal medication Aragvadadi Kashaya, Kaishora Guggulu, Trifala Guggulu, Sorian capsule and Kutaja ointment was given. So this is Kutaja ointment is a folklore tradition which a PG student, a doctor from Bangalore, she used to practice this. Wonderful result was there. So it is a easy preparation, only Kutaja with beeswax. We can prepare this and apply it on the skin. So then after some days, he was given with Guglu Tiktaka Grita for 7 days. So strict Patya was told for him. Nitya Virechana was told for a period of 2 months with Manibhadra Kuda again, because it is a lighter version without any much complication. Stress relief was told, and he was told to visit temple on regular basis, and any aggravation he told to come to the clinic. See, you can see the result after 9 months. So there were completely there was there was completely cure in the disease. His normal texture, shine in the skin has got, and he was very happy with that. And now he gets with milder version within the shin joint, in the scalp psoriasis kind of thing, which can be treated very easily. So this is the role of this is how it can be treated. And other practitioners which is usually treated with where helps in the what Shodhana does. For Snehana, usually Aragvada Mahatiktaka is given. Only the Kushta is there, then you can go. Because I selected Guglu Tiktaka because it was Sandhi also affected. Because Tikta Rasa is Sandhi and Asti Poshaka. So that is why Guglu Tiktaka was selected. Then Tiktaka Mahatiktaka Grita was given. That is also very good Rakta Dushti. If chronicity is more, then go for Patola Digrita, because Koshtamala can be effectively cleared by Snehapana with the Patola Digrita. Next, patient without, if he is not Vamana Artha, go for Virechana option also is there. If Durbala patient, go for a regular basis like Manibhadra Kuda, Nitya Virechana, Trivrat Leha or Kalyanaka Kruta Lehya at the bedtime on alternate days. Proper Shodhana Shamana treatment should be given, and other treatments are there. So Takradara, Kashaya Daras, usually Kashaya Aragvadadi Gana Kashaya or Eladi Churna prepared, Kashaya prepared, and Kashaya Dara is done on the area which is affected. Also very wonderful result is there with other cases which have been dealt. So Thailas are useful when it is to minimize the dermal cell proliferation to prevent the skin scaling. So you can use Mahamarichadi, Jivantyadi, Vajra Thaila or Eladi Thaila. Gutikas, you can go with Kaishora Guggulu. When there is a severe spread in the body of any skin diseases, Kaishora Guggulu will act immediately, because Rakta Prasada page contains Amrita, Trivrit and all. Arogyavardhini, Chandraprabha, Amritadi Guggulu also can be given. Gritas also you can give in a Shamana Aushadha for longer period of time. Aragvadadi Grita, Tiktaka Grita you can give. These Gritas are usually a Virechana Yoga or Agni Deepta also for in a smaller quantity if you are giving. In psoriatic arthritis, Shamana Grita, Guglu Tiktaka you can be given for sufficient duration of time. Madhuveshti Taila useful in Vatarakta and Kushta. Again, action of the drug choice is psoriatic arthritis. Next, Asavarishta, remember only Kapha Dushti is there more, then go for Asavarishta and Kashayas. So, where there is Kapha Dushti, Sarivadi Ashaya, there is Rakta Dushti, mainly it is given to maintain the Dhatu Shuddhi. Aragvadadi and Kadira to maintain the Kapha Kopa in superficial Dhatu. Nimma Amrita and Patola Sava to maintain the Agni Dipti and Koshta Shuddhi. That also very important. On daily basis, you can give it. Next one is Kvata Kalpanas. Again, it is on the Kapha dominant. Aragvadadi best Kvata. You can give Aragvadadi Gana, Shonitamrita Kvata, Mandishtadi. Remember, if Pitta Prakriti person is there, Mandishtadi you should avoid because of Ballataka content, or preparation which is containing without Ballataka, you have to go. And the best drug which I am using lot in clinical practice is Nimbadi Kashaya. Nowadays you get it in Nimbadi Kashaya tablet. Very wonderful result is there, and Guduchadi Kashaya. Very easy, simple, easy to prepare also. If you give Kvata Churna or tablet form, Kashaya tablet also, you will get it. So Shonitamrita Kashaya is good in the first phase of plague psoriasis. Nimbamrita Kvata in Kapha dominant with Rakta Dushti. Mandishtadi is selected in Vata association with Rukshata and Parshata in the skin. So there you should give Mandishtadi. So misconception, any skin diseases you give Mandishtadi or Aragvadadi. So that is not a principle. That is why you don't get proper result. So whenever you see doshas properly, it is treatment also is very easy. Tiktaka and Mahatiktaka usually in Pittaja associated with pustular. So whenever you see Pittaja association, without any doubt, go for Tiktaka or Mahatiktaka. If there is Paka, then go for Guduchadi. And Vajraka Kashaya, I am not using much, but Kinikara Sparsha is there in Kitipakushta. It is useful. Vajraka Kashaya. When there is a psoriatic arthritis, then Manjishtadi, Guglutikta Kashaya also can be selected. Stress management, Medhya Rasayana is very important, where I give usually Yashtimadu has a talam or has a internal aspect, has a Medhya as also it is a Rakta Prasadaka, and yoga and meditation also has been will be advised, and also patient will be asked for to do the happy things. Next, remember psoriasis need, which is Bahudosha Avastha, need periodical Shodhana. Alpa Dosha doesn't need periodic Shodhana. Maintaining the balance of Vata Kapha in the Twak is absolutely essential. Rasa Rakta Shuddhi is basic target. Take care to prevent new sthana samshaya. So you should not spread. That is why to arrest to that. So you should next you should not spread. So that should be done. So because urticaria, why I have taken this, because it is a big troublesome and problematic for a physician, because it will never get. It will never get easily subsided in the patient. So it is a common reaction pattern characterized by presence of itchy and burning edematous swelling occur anywhere in the body, and it lasts for only 24 hours. So it will not be there more than 24. Usually 2 or 3 hours it will subside. In acute urticaria, it is there will be diffuse swelling in the lips, throat and face. The symptoms are due to mast cell granulation and release of histamine, very because of autoimmunity. That is the thing. And the cause are due to especially allergen, inhalant, or autoimmune stress are also there. Drugs and latex also are there because of other external factors. So 1 minute is there. I think I request all the participants to re-log in with the next. There is a commonly to diagnose this dermatographia, that is a writing, skin writing. If you write anything on the skin, it will be there printed for 2 hours. So that will be there. So this is how you can diagnose. And angioderma is very common, and it is very risk also, when if it can cause choke to the lungs. Ayurvedic view, it is urticaria's hypersensitivity skin lesion, which is similar to Shita Pitta and Udarda. Lesion with more swelling and itching are Kapha dominant or Udarda. Vata dominant are there means Shita Pitta. These two conditions are very commonly due to Asatmya Rasadhatu. So there is a Rasadhatu is not proper because that you should be corrected first rather than treating the Twak. Samprapti Kataka, it is Kapha in Udarda state, and Vata in the Shita Pitta condition. Dushya, Rasa and Rakta, as I told, Dushya is always same in all the diseases of Kushta. Agni Mandya again, Ama is present. Then Shrota, Dushti, Rasavaha, Srotas. Roga Marga, Shaka and Baiha, Abhyantara Roga Marga also can be involved. Principal Vamana Virechana should be done immediately if it is severe condition, like if it is getting choking condition, immediately. Vamana Virechana should be done. Amapachana drugs are useful in Amavisha. Kafahara drugs are in Udarda. Second phase, Vata and Rasayana Chikitsa should be done. For Shodhana, usually has classical text says, Patola and Nimba, best you can give for Shodhana. Vamana. Virechana Trivrat Churna is best. Mrudu Virechana, you can go with the Trivrat Trifala and Pippali. So this is a case study of a patient with severe angioedema. You can see the patient. He was suffering since 1 year with mild rashes occasionally, but severe in the winter season. You used to get this angioedema kind of thing in the lips and the throat, difficulty in breathing. So for him immediately, when he came to the clinic, immediately I gave him for 3 days 25 grams of Trifala Churna, Virechana was given, and internally he was given with Patola Katurayana Kashaya and Shuddha Gandhaka from Lion Pharmaceutical. We can get Shuddha Gandha powder. Remember, be careful. If there is some patient's allergy with Gandhaka sulfur, then you should not use this. But for immediate action, Shuddha Gandhaka will affect wonderfully. So later I stopped Gandhaka because you cannot continue Gandhaka for longer time. So I started with Haridra Kanda because Haridra is having lot of action on this autoimmune disorder. So Haridra Kanda and Kapatula Katuranyadi Kashaya was given. Pranayama and yoga counseling was done because of autoimmune disorder. Stress was there in that patient. So and you can see the result. Only he gets small rashes usually, very rare now, with small rashes which is negligible. It goes off within few minutes to hours. So this is other treatments. So Shamana Vashadi, Patola Muladi, Nimbadi Kashaya, Tiktaka Kashaya, Rajinyadi. So in all these Kashayas, there is a Haridra is the main ingredient because Haridra is act on the Agni level hypersensitivity and it corrects the immune system. So Kafahara also and used in allergic condition. Haridra based preparation normalize the Asatmya in the body, mediate Agni Ojas axis. So that is why immunity of the body also will get with the Haridra. So select such type of drug. Usually go with Patola Muladi, Nimbadi, Amrita Rajiniadi, Nimba Rajiniadi, Rajiniadi Churna. You can give. Ushirasava can be given for Rakta Shodaka in later stage for anti-allergic action. Remember, urticaria management is closely associated with empowering the Agni is very important. First of all, you should treat the Agni. So for removing the Ama, Ruksha Virechana was done by me with the Trifala Churna was given, and then Agni was corrected. Then the treatment was given, which gave wonderful result. But many people, because of over stress or exposure to the dust and all, it is not coming under control. They should be in the longer time of for taking the medicine. So in if you do proper patya, then it will work. Next, very common symptom. Because why I taken acne vulgaris, because uh, most of the Ayurvedic practitioner will not use Ayurvedic formulations which is told in Aragvadya Adhyaya of Charaka. So there are wonderful Lepa Adhyayas have been told. This I used for patient when I was doing in PG in Mudvidre, where we prepared ourselves immediately when the patient came with next day, and we told to apply for 14 days. So that is how it acted. So that is why I took, because it is a simple, it is easy treatable also, but I am telling how you can treat, because no clindamycin and no other anti acne vulgaris medication in the modern will act so fast than this lepa. Okay, so Mukha Doshika, it is a Sudra Roga, Yavana Pidaka, it's usually seen in adolescents. Kapha Pitta is the main doshas here. So Samprapti Gataka, Kapha Pitta, Dusha Rakta, Kapha Pitta Hara Chikitsa should be done, Rakta Prasajana and Varnya treatment can be given. So internal medication usually you can give, or you cannot, without that also it can be cured. So Guduchadi Kashaya, Patola Nimbadi Kashaya, Manjishtadi. Remember Manjishtadi again, if Pitta Prakriti person don't give, go with Mahatiktaka Kashaya. Kafara Yoga Rakta Prasadana is the best treatment. Bahir Parimarjana is the very line, Lepa with Lodra Dhanyaka and Vacha. Very good action. Lepa with Eladigana in Takra, also wonderful is there. Lepa with Chandana Manjishta Lodra. These and all are there in Aragvadyadi chapters of Charaka, which we never open and see and use it in our practice. So we can prepare it easily. We can get the drugs also easily and prepare and give to the patient. So see the patient which is having severely repeated eruptions since 8 months. So Lodra Vacha Dhanyaka, this only 3 drugs done and given to the patient, and you can see the result. So it was a reddish with multiple, and here it has been reduced drastically. The skin lesion has come to the almost normal in course of 14 days. So remember that avoiding kapha kopa in the mukha, in the main aim in acne vulgaris, aganchu the krimi samsarga, that is why I ask a patient to wash face regularly with the water, not wipe it, leave it for some time, so that dust and krimi doesn't sit there, and internally kapha aushadha is the target. Next, last case of today, that is eczema, because you can see very commonly in your clinical practice and very easy to practice and understand. So very in eczema clinical features are redness and swelling, usually with ill-defined margin. Papules, vesicles are seen with large blisters sometimes, and exudation and cracking also are seen. So clinical features of chronic eczema: less vesicular exudate, thickening, lichenification, dry, increased skin marking in the secondary to the scratching also you can see, fissure and scratch mark, because itching will be so much in this patient. Pigmentations also you can see. So there are types of eczema: exogenous, endogenous, that is irritant contact eczema, atopic dermatitis, xerotic dermatitis, seborrheic dermatitis, Ayurvedic view. So different types of eczema have different Vikalpa Samprapti. So you should understand, you cannot treat all eczema in the same line of treatment. Eczema is the kapha predominant almost when there is Strava. Somewhat similar to Vicharchika, which is told in classical. Presence of Kandu, Pidaka, Shava, Varna supports this view. Acute eczema in kapha dominant, but it becomes chronic, there it becomes Vata dominant. That is beautifully told by Acharya Shishruta on this dry eczema and wet eczema. So Vataja, it is a dry eczema, and Kaphaja, it is the wet eczema, which is being explained beautifully in Shastra also by Shishruta, Dallan Acharya commentary, you can get it. So atopic dermatitis, there is impairment of Vyadhishamatva with special involvement of Dhatushara. Agni seated in the koshta will lead to the disease in the shaka, like Twak, with involvement of alter Vyadhishamatva. So that is also very important. So usually when you see in clinical practice, this eczema are very commonly in children, exam going children. in the legs you can get with itching and contact dermatitis, where because of Vyadhi Shamatva, their stress is there. So that is very common. Due to Kapha association, eczema is has a chronic course. When there is Kapha, it is a chronic. When there is Vata, it will cure. When the stress goes, that will be coming down. Kapha is Manda and Chirakari. That is why it is having chronic growth. Xerotic eczema is a Vata association also with dry lesions. There is Ruksha Vikalpa is that. Xerotic seborrheic dermatitis is association with Darunaka. There is a dandruff is there. Kapha Vata Samsarga. So you should see according to this and then treatment. Then Samprapti Kataka, Kapha mainly, Vata in the also there, and Dusha Rasa and Agni, Jatar Agni and Rasa, Datvagni, Shrotas Rasarakta, Rogamarga Shaka or Bahya. Treatment principle in eczema, Vyadhi, Avastha is important. Which Avastha it is there. So when there is more Srava and Kandu, you should think about Kapha Chikitsa and remove the Kledatva. Shodhana and Shamana, which are Kaphahara, can be avoided. So when there is Alpa Dosha, go for Shamana Chikitsa. When there is Bahu Dosha, then go for Shodhana Chikitsa. Bahir Parimarjana, very useful in form of Shalana, Lepana, Parisheka. It's a great importance. So you can go with the Bahir Parimarjana Chikitsa. In case of Vata involvement, Vatahara Chikitsa is adopted. By Vatahara Chikitsa should not provoke Kapha Dosha. That you should remember. So be careful when you select the Vatahara Chikitsa. Balya Chikitsa needed to improve the Twaksara. So that is why if it is a Vyadhi Shamatva is there, involvement is there, then Balya Chikitsa and Varana Prasadana need to treat the pigmentation. So you can see this patient where you can see this wet eczema with itching, lot of itching and discharge you can see, and within 7 days of treatment it has been healed completely with this little of mark. So simple treatment, Nimbadi Kashaya tablet was given, Mahatiktaka Kashaya was given, and application Esti Madhu plus Gairika Churna was given as a Prakshalana, and application was given. So this only 3 treatments within 7 days you can see the result of in the patient. So completely it has been cured. So this is how without any much difficulty, if your dosha you are analyzing properly, you can understand, treat it easily. Shodhana Chikitsa, if it is only Bahu Dosha condition, Virechana with Avipattikara Churna, Virechana with the Trivurut Churna, both yogas are Rakta Prasadana and Kapha Pittahara. Since Kapha involvement is more in eczema or Vicharchika, you can go for Ruksa Virechana, that will be good action, you can get it. Shamana Chikitsa, so Nimbadi Kashaya, Guduchadi, Aragvadadi Kashaya, Trifala Gugulu, Kaishora Gugulu, Gandhaka Rasayana, and Indukanta, Grita and Kashaya also, because Indukanta, West Kapha and Vata Hara. And also if you want for more of Prasadana action, you can go for Indukanta Grita in the Shamana. So Nimbadi Kashaya is Kaphahara, reduces Lasika Srava in Vicharchika. That is why it was, I gave Nimbadi Kashaya tablet. Kashaya with the Vrana Shodhana properties are preferred in initial stage. Aragvadadi Kashaya will minimize the Kleda. If there is Kleda property is more. Patoladi Kashaya, Kapha in Koshta is there. So that you should understand as analysis, taking proper history. Indukanta Kashaya to Balya to the Dhatus. That is what I told. If there is Vyadhi Shamatva or allergic state, you can go. Gugulu based preparation is administered with the suitable Kashaya will effectively in Shodhana, Shoshana Kleda. So the Kleda will be reduced if you use Gugulu based. Medicated Grita administered towards the end of the treatment will prevent induced Vyadhi based Vata Prakopa. So if Vata is increased, then you can give Shamana. Bahir Parimarjana is equally important. As I told, used simple Gairika Churna plus Esti Madhu in the Lepana aspect and Prakshalana. First wash it with it and put the Lepana. Other than that, you can do Shalana with Trifala, Parisheka with Aragvadadi, Lepana with Eladi Churna or Narikela Shira also. If it is available, it is easy. Lepana with Lodra Dhanyaka and Vacha, which is told in Aragodya, Ela the Kera, you can use Varna Prasadana and Vata Kapha Shamana. Jivantyadi Yamaka. If there is too much of crack, fissures, you can get it. If Vata is chronic stage, if it is there, then you can. Remember, improve the Agni Bala Twaksara in eczema to enable the skin to resist the negative impact of external irritant. Enhancement of Twaksara is possible by keeping the Rasadhatu in pure stage. Avoid all possibility of Curvaigunya in periphery and epidermis. And administer Rasa Prasada diet and drugs in the eczema. Apply Kaphavata Chikitsa according to the Vyadhi Avastha. So this is one article which I want to share where they have been studied on Haritaki, which is the best antibacterial, antimicrobial and drug resistant in even antibiotic. So you can use preparation, because whenever there is a krimi is there, then you can go for this Haritaki also, which has been proved. Next, without as being a Kaya Chikitsa scholar, without Patya, I cannot conclude my talk. Because in all the diseases, Patya is very important, especially in the diseases like Kushta, because Kledatva is more in the Rakta and Ama, that is equal to Ama. So that is why proper Patya, if you follow, the re-emission and reoccurring of the diseases will not come. So that is why Patya is very important. Skin health start from the Koshta. That is why keep the Koshta properly. Rasha Shuddhi, Rakta Shuddhi are the two wings to fly the target in the skin health. First formed Rasadhatu should be free from Ama. That you should remember. Prirana, for then only other dhatus will be formed properly. That is Rakta. There should be intake of Pramati types of food always in the diseases. No place for Abhishandi Ahara. Tikta Rasa Ahara is very good in normal Twaksara. Vata Kapha balance with the Rakta Shuddhi will keep skin without dryness. Antioxidant rich food is protective in effect in skin diseases. So you can see the patyas, like some of this according to that slide. Purana Shali, Shashtika Shali, Thikta Shaka Trifala also you can give in daily basis. Abhyanga you can do with Vajrakataila, or Prakshalana with the Panchavalkala, Trifala, anything you can do. Utsadana with Aragwadadi Kashaya, Phana, Parisheka. So what you can do is, instead of giving plain water, you boil Gana, Aragwadadi Gana or other Kadiradi, etc. in the water and give it as a patya, as well as it will act as a medicine. So that you should follow. Some of the apatyas are Mamsa, Meda, completely you should avoid. So that eczema patient, she used to take lot of non-veg previously, and what I did was, to that patient when I gave Gairika, I told it is from some Daiva this one, so you should never have Mamsa. So in that way I told, and she avoided Mamsa for 7 days. So that way again, that might be a 30 to 40%, it has been given a good result. And Ushna Tikshna Kadu Ahara should be avoided, especially Kulatta, Masha, Guda and sugarcane products should be avoided. Ati Amla Sevana also avoided. Divaswapna, Adhyashana, Asatma Ahara Sevana, and exposure to the wind and Atapa or Agni, any external factor should be avoided. So this will complete, sir, the references. And I once again thank our principal Ravi Shankar Shenoy sir to give me an opportunity, and I request any questions.
The participants may unmute themselves and ask the questions, or they can type it in the chat box as well. Questions are welcome.
Any questions is there, you can message me, or
Sir, there is a question from Dhanashri Bhatt.
Yes, blackhead and
Whether there is any treatment, yeah, whether there is any treatment for blackhead and whitehead.
yes, it is a vataja. It is you can take it as a blackhead or vata kapha also if it is both are appear in same condition. So simple combination lepa which I told lodra mandishta and vacha which is vata kaphahara will have wonderful result. You can give lepa internally if it is too much. You can go with Aragvadadi Kashaya, Kadira or Kadira Rishta or Nimbadi Kashaya also can be given if it is aggressive or repeatedly relapsing in the patient. So especially for blackheads, you need to clean your face properly, repeatedly wash your face. Exposure to the dust and other chemicals should be avoided.
Yeah, I think that settles.
Namaste,
Okay,
sir.
thank you, sir. Yeah.
1 minute.
Yes, sir, please.
Veera sir, one. Yes, sir. Veera sir, you can tell.
Sir, that was a good presentation, sir.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank
Sir,
you.
can you just elaborate about the Rasaushadhis that can be used in different conditions, sir?
Usually, which I have taken here as a because of my clinical experience and this one, as I've told, I used very less Rashaushadis like Arogya Vardhinivati and all because I usually don't prescribe Rashaushadhi in skin diseases and my teachers who has taught me which background which I have told the presentation has not given much on Rashaushadhi part. You can go with all the major Varanya Prasadaka where Rashaushadhi is prepared which can be given to the patient which there are practitioners only giving in that condition in the chronic psoriasis without seeing the doshas. So this conditions which I analysis on dosha where Rashaushadhi will not act much. Where you don't analysis dosha, there without any worry, you Rashaushadhis can be given easily.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So we have some more time for discussion. So if there are any queries, okay, there is one question, Dr. Kala madam. Please share some information regarding tinea infection.
So tinea is a condition of a fungal. So you have to see which dosha is involved there first. So many of the teneas which is from whole body from head to toe you can get tinea conditions. So whichever doshas. So that is why other than other treatments I have explained in this condition. So whichever since vata is there, you have to go for vatahara chikitsa. Kapha is there, you have to go for Kaphahara. And if samsarjana is there, you should mix the drug and accordingly that. So there is no, in this presentation, I cannot specify that is specifically you use only this medicine because every patient, every prakriti, every doshas in every patient will be changing patient to patient. So you first diagnose this properly, then select the medicine. So if you have any patient, you can send the photo and we can see that which doshas are involved and then we can tell the medicines.
Okay, Dr. Suraj sir, there is a question again from Dhanashri Bhatt, whether there is a treatment. She wants to know about the treatment for Shalmali Kantaka and Padmini Kantaka.
Yeah, it is useful in again acne vulgaris, Shalmali Kantaka. One thing in the getting the Shalmali Kantaka in it is very difficult in nowadays and giving it to the patient also pricking and using it also it is very difficult and better you go with all the lepadhikaras which I have explained. You can go and refer Aragvadya Adhyaya from Charaka second chapter, Sutrasthana second chapter where you can get lot of lepas which are easily and you can get it and there that can be applied and it can be cured.
Any more questions or queries? There is a question. Any treatment for generalized itching in elderly people, especially occurring in the limbs?
This is a very common symptom, because when there is generalized means it is a rakta dushti, that will be rakta will be there dushti, so it will be spreading almost all the part whenever there were rakta, dushta rakta goes. So very commonly when there is Vadi Shamatva is reduced, elderly patient is very commonly. So you can go with the Prakshalana with the Panchavalka or Triphala Kashaya. Internally you give Kaishora Gukkulu Nimbadi Kashaya, it will have an effect wonderfully. And also remember the kosta of the patient should be Agni Deepta should be there. So in Kledatva and Agni Deepta you should be done. So Nimbadi if you give and Kaishora, it will affect wonderfully with both.
I think Dr. Suraj sir, as per you said, the mental stress also plays an important role in such elderly people. Boredom, staying alone at home, being neglected, I think are major factors sometimes.
Yes. That is what it causes Kledatva, increases Kledatva in the Rakta, sir, like how it is Ama is increased. So that causes this generalized itching.
I think, yeah, what I felt was the query was from Miss Ashwati, and I think that was related. She must be experiencing or having some practical issues with some known person.
Okay.
So that might be a practical problem she was facing and must have asked this question.
Yes, sir. That's what, sir. You need to do Ahmapachana and then go with the Prakshalana also is useful. Or just dipping Triphala Churna or Panchavalkala Kashaya prepared and or Aragvada Gana Kashaya, anything you can prepare and keep your leg. And you internally best is Kaishora Gokulu in initial stage and Nimbadi Kashaya tablet. And later on you can continue with Aragvada Kashaya or Khadira Rishta.
A question. Sir, personally, I have a question. Like you have mentioned about Kutaja ointment, Kutaja prepared with beeswax.
Yes, sir.
So many a times, again, what I have experienced with certain people is, especially when we go with even Pindathaila applications, which contains Madhuchishta.
Yes, sir.
This basically it forms a sort of a coating and it prevents the ushmata from coming out. That is what I personally felt, because people used to feel some sort of pricking sensation and also itchy sensation when they used to apply this pindathail also,
Yes,
though
sir.
they
Absolutely.
used to find relief in Vatrakta
Yes, sir.
from the pain, but
Yes.
again one itching or that burning sensation, sometimes I found that it aggravates. So did you find anything of that sort with this Kutaja ointment, because it was I think you said it's a folklore practice?
Yes, sir. Yes, because it was a PG study was done on this on thesis was done on this in Bangalore. So it is a in this patient I didn't see any of the agent, but according to if you see the thesis, there are lot of skin changes or itching is more when you put Kutaja when you don't purify Kutaja properly and prepare the ointment. So in that patient, I didn't find much condition. So he was okay with Kutaja. And it is having only single drug, so purification was done properly.
Okay, we have about 10 minutes for this second session to end. So if there are any questions, any queries, you can unmute yourself and ask, or else post on the chat. So if there are no further questions, I think we would like to wind up. Any more questions, please? So it's almost an hour and quarter that we have logged in into this webinar. So I thank wholeheartedly Dr. Suraj AR for a very nice and elaborate presentation, and also giving an insight into the Ayurvedic understanding of certain challenging skin conditions. So not only challenging, but these are the very frequent cases that every Ayurvedic doctor would encounter in his or her clinic. And again, the incidences of these are alarmingly increasing. And sir has also rightly highlighted some of the very common formulations which we have almost forgotten. What Charaka has highlighted in the Aragvadi Adhyaya, especially the Bahi Parimarjana Chikitsa also. So very simple formulations which can be very easily prepared and administered to the patients. So thank you very much, sir, for a very nice and elaborate presentation. I thank all the participants on behalf of Monial Institute of Ayurveda Medical Sciences for patiently participating and listening to us, and also thank you for your queries. I hope sir has satisfied your queries. If anything else, you can personally post your queries so that sir would be eagerly waiting for these queries to be cleared. So thank you very much. Thank you on behalf of Munyal Ayurveda. We will be meeting again next time. Thank you everyone, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.